Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mark Sherman here with Ronnieval Real Estate. Today, we're going to talk about something that almost every client is going to ask about inevitably, which is hurricane season. Do I need to be worried about hurricane season? What can I expect during hurricane season? When is hurricane season? And is Pescadero a safe place to be during hurricane season? We're going to get into all of the details and answer all of the questions here today. So hurricane season here is between May 15th and November 30th. However, historically speaking, August and September are the highest probabilities of getting an actual hurricane. Every year there are going to be multiple named storms and various tropical storms, the majority of which are going to pass by us offshore. But hurricanes are a very real part of life in Baja, and they are going to happen from time to time. Now, I'm going to get into why Pescadero has historically been a little better off through the major storms than Los Cabos or La Paz. And the number one factor is water temperature. The average water temperature in Pescadero during the month of September is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The average water temperature in Cabo San Lucas during September is 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, it's no secret that hurricanes are fueled by warm water, so the path of the hurricane tends to follow the warmer water, which has historically led to far more impacts, direct hits in Cabo San Lucas than in Pescadero and off of the Pacific coast. So the warmer water tends to draw the storms into Cabo San Lucas, and then we have topography working in our favor as well, because we have the Sierra de la Laguna mountain range between us and Cabo San Lucas. Those mountains are over 6,000 feet tall. So these hurricanes, historically speaking, have tended to track into Los Cabos, and then they pass over that mountain range spinning counterclockwise before they get to Pescadero, and those bands of the storm tend to unload over the mountains. So we've had so many hurricanes over the past 15 years where, you're looking at video from Cabo San Lucas and the streets are flooded. There's cars being washed down the street, and you're in Pescadero and you still have glimpses of blue sky. And that's simply because the mountains have served to knock down the bands of the storm prior to them passing over this area. So those two factors alone, water temperature and the mountain range, have historically kept this zone slightly more protected than Cabo San Lucas. Okay, so to recap, Pescadero is geographically positioned in a place that has historically kept it slightly more protected than Los Cabos during hurricane season. Now, does that mean that we don't get anything from hurricane season? Absolutely not. We are going to experience high winds. We can get heavy rains. Even from a tropical storm, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that the only difference between a tropical storm and a hurricane is the wind speed. So a tropical storm is very much capable of actually many times unloading more rain because they're traveling slower than a hurricane would. So hurricanes are a real part of life here during the summer, and we're gonna get into some tips for staying comfortable and living in style and comfort during those hurricane months, and what you can do if you plan to be here year round in order to ensure that you're comfortable throughout August and September.